I was going to a church way out in San Fernando Valley. I decided to visit it, and the first day I visited, this young gal was at the door greeting, and it was Karen. And I was smitten the moment I saw her. I just thought she was a doll. We were engaged in about 83, and it was only, about 6 months later, while we were engaged, that I fell from a ladder and wound up in this wheelchair. I was set up in Pritchard Hall, and it slipped, and I fell about 18 feet onto the hardwood gymnasium floor. Broke my neck, my shoulder, was instantly paralyzed. She hung in there with me. I remember when I was in the emergency room, she walked in, she says, "I'm with you." And she's been with me ever since. I was on the track to be healed completely. In fact, I used vocabulary where I told people I knew he was going to heal me. And he was going to give me this fabulous ministry of going around the world telling people how God healed me from a quadriplegic. I even had the title of my book figured out. So I was fully expecting to be healed. Never felt like that was not going to happen. It began a long season of terrific struggle, of questions, of weariness. I stopped reading the Bible. I knew all the verses. A lot of them didn't seem to work. The promises that Karen and I held. I think God's heard our prayer. I'm not going to ask for it anymore. I'm not going to ask him to heal me anymore. He knows. Johnny Erickson Tata is a quadriplegic. She has a phrase that a friend of hers spoke to her early on. This is, God allows things that he hates to accomplish that which he loves. And I know what's most important in my life and my relationship with God are the things about my heart and my soul. Because aside from Jesus, he's a silent, mysterious, invisible God that does things that I cannot even come close to understanding. But Jesus helps me accept that and to settle down and trust him in the process, because he loves me that intimately in Jesus. Become to understand God is so sovereign, so powerful, so present, so engaged, so in charge, if you will, that to say that he allows something, when you really dig into the core of that, he's behind it. God allowed my accident. Maybe he even designed it to accomplish what he intended to accomplish in my life. And so in the years ahead, in a deeper way, ever, hopefully, I want to sign on with that and get with the program. What is it that you want to work in and through me? It has less and less to do with things that I do, things that I make or build or create. It's more about who he's making me become for that eternal whatever. I like to call it my eternal assignment. He's preparing me for something. And that's what I really feel like. God is training me and preparing me for something. And this 35-year experience being in a wheelchair has been a crucible like I never could have imagined. But it has worked things in my life, I'm sure, I wouldn't have known any other way.